Hey, I'm Karen, and if you want to know how to get this Tazavesh Gearglider, you've come to the right place because I'm going to show you how to get it from start to finish. Make sure that before you enter, you're setting it to Heroic to start. We're going to change it to Mythic later, but for now, go in on Heroic because you can do this in one day if you do it this way. When you walk in, you're going to head over into the bottom of the stairs, and Al-Dalil will be talking to some guards for about 15 seconds. There's a bunch of RP in here, by the way, so get ready for that. But he'll talk to them for about 15 seconds, and then the three of them will become attackable. He'll kill them, and the door behind them will open. You can head on into the room here. All the trash here is skippable, even though it is hostile. There are a couple of paths here, so try to avoid them. If you happen to pull them, doesn't really matter. In this room, you want to go over and kill Portalmancer Zorda. He will spawn Zo'phex. And when Zo'phex spawns, there's this line that you're seeing here that will knock you back regardless of whether you're in it or not. Try not to stand too close to ads because you'll pull them and it's just an extra thing you have to kill. After Zo'phex, what you're going to do is you're going to head out of this room, so take a right out of here as you're seeing me doing. That wasn't proper English, but you kind of picked up on the drift there. You're going to head out this door and take a right as well. We're going to go over and buy something from a vendor, which in this video, I forgot where it was for a second, so you're going to see me looking around confused. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. I am a professional. So, like I said, head down here to the stairs and to the right here, and what we're looking for, the person that we're looking for is the questionable trader. He's in the corner on the right there. You'll see me go to him in just a sec. There he is. Got him. Cool. So, in this questionable trader, on the last page, you want to buy the neck piece called the Fraudulent Credentials. You can equip it now if you want, or you can wait until you need it to talk to the NPC. I did not equip it until I needed it, so kind of your choice there. But what we're going to do here is head on over to the market trading event, and we're going to do that to unlock the door and get the next part of this quest that we need. So you can take any path that you want to this. I just took this one and I happened to pull something, of course, because I'm recording a video and that's always how it happens. This is a little bit of a confusing part of this dungeon if you've never done this before, so I'll try to be as clear and concise as I can be. For starters, we're going to head over into this section here. Al-Dalil is going to talk to Zo'gron at the door, who requires a password to enter. After about 20 seconds, you will talk to Zydarid and buy whatever item he has there. He'll drop it on the floor. Do not mount when you pick it up, but you're going to pick it up and go to the specific vendor you need to. Press the extra action button. They will give you a new item, and then you're going to do that 3 times before you're able to get the secret. This is the map of that you're seeing on screen of where things go. Going from the top of the map clockwise, Zayakida is the expert tailor, so anything for that goes to them. Weapons and armor go to Zai Shahid. Gems and jewels go to Zai Gahana. Food will go to Zai Tadir. Potions and flasks will go to Zaimal. Fossils will go to Zai Zero. Musical instruments go to Zai Har. Spices go to Zai Nara. And scrolls and any other literature goes to Zai Kitab. After you hand in the third item, that NPC will in chat tell you what the secret password is, so head back over to Zo'gron, and then from the list of options, just pick the one that the NPC said it was. I don't know what happens if you just randomly select passwords. You might be able to do it, but I think it might just be easier and quicker to do it this way. When you're in the building, you're going to head inside and head down the stairs, and in the wall you'll find an NPC called Ao Manal. I don't know how to say his name, so I'm just going to call him Ao from now on. If you do not have the neck piece equipped, you want to do that now because as you see, you will not have any options to talk to him. So equip the neck, the fraudulent credentials, and then talk to him again and follow the dialogue prompts that he has. After the second prompt, you'll be asked if you want to accept his offer, which will make you lose the fraudulent credentials, but you will gain a new neck piece called passively forged credentials. Equip this neck and talk to Ao again, or else you won't see his quest. With the neck equipped, you'll have a quest called Tazavesh a Hard Bargain, which you can accept. And now either finish the dungeon on Heroic if you still need something, or go back the way that you came and then flip it to Mythic outside because the next part has to be done on Mythic. Make sure you set it to Mythic and then in chat, you check to make sure it's set to Mythic. When you get inside, right-click your neck, which will turn you into a broker. There is an NPC on the right side right when you enter who is initially called a shipping facilitator, but when you use the neck and become a broker, he will turn into To Fe'tajid, which is the NPC that you need to complete the first part of the quest. So just go through the dialogue options with him. Now go to the guards that at the start of the dungeon before were going to become attackable and talk to the main guy there, and he is going to have some dialogue prompts and he's going to open the door for you. All the NPCs in here are now non-targetable or non-attackable, sorry. And Zo'phex is already spawned and waiting for you. You're going to talk to Zo'phex, and he's going to do a security scan that's going to make you lose your broker disguise. this was the hard mode of this dungeon. So now every boss in this dungeon from now on has hard mode, but because of the time that we're doing it in at level 80 plus, these mechanics, I don't know them, but they also don't matter, so don't worry about that. You see that I re-equipped the broker disguise after all the NPCs became targetable. It doesn't matter. All the NPCs here are once again going to attack you or be red for you, and you're seeing here that I get rid of the broker debuff. Or broker buff, I should say. You don't need that anymore. I don't know for sure if you still need to have the neck equipped. I did keep that equipped, but you do not need to have the broker disguise anymore. From this point, if you know your way around Tazavesh, you do not need this video anymore. Just do it normally, go to the last boss, kill it, you get the achievement and the mount. Grats if you're doing that. Just make sure you leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you liked it. I appreciate you very much. If you don't know your way around, don't worry, I'm here to hold your hand and we're going to do it together. You're going to get this with my help. So the first place we're going to go is the Grand Menagerie, because this place has a chance to bug out and can be a little bit annoying, so I'm going to try to walk you through it as best as I can. When you get inside here, there's a little bit of RP. There's about 30 seconds of RP before the first boss spawns, and basically what you want to do is let them drop, wait a couple seconds, maybe let them do one cast or something, and then kill them. Essentially, you want to kill them not too quick, but quick enough, because if you kill them too quick, this fight will become bugged. So as you see, I let them fall, let them do a couple of things, and then kill them. After the first boss, there's like 20 seconds of RP, and then Acolyte the Pummeler spawns, and this is usually where the fight will spawn, or the fight will bug, at least for me. Once again, I let him drop down, let him do a couple of things, and then kill him. With this guy, if the NPCs on the stage disappear, that typically means the fight is bugged, and you have to reset it. If this is all working, there's about 24 seconds of RP, and then Venza Goldfuse comes out. I let her just do the same thing, come out, do one thing, and then kill her. If this fight does bug out, basically the only way that you can fix it is by using the character stuck option, because your hearths will just go on cooldown when nothing happens. Someone in the comments on one of my other videos said that you can just jump on some barrels here and it will reset it. I have never tested that. I don't know which barrels those are, but maybe that will work for you. But that's one of the fights that is really annoying, so hopefully it doesn't bug out for you, but that's kind of how you do it there. From there, we're going to make our way across the area here, and by the way, these blue beams that you're seeing, they have a chance to stun you if you walk through them, so just be careful if you're doing that. We're going to go over to this door here, which is going to be locked. After a couple seconds, it will open, and inside you'll find the P.O.S.T master. Go ahead and kill him. Very quick fight, and then head back the way that you came, out the same door that was just previously closed. From here, we're actually going back to the market trading event, which we don't need to do again, so if you are still not sure how to do that, go back to the earlier part of this video where I talked about that, because I am skipping over it, but you'll have to do it again here on Mythic difficulty. Once you have the password, you're going to once again talk to Zo'gron. He's going to open the door for you, and you're going to make your way to this stage and do the boss fight this time instead of worrying about the NPC. On the stage, you'll see there's kind of like a fidget spinner looking thing in the center with a circle the furthest away from us right now. That's where I typically stand because the fight always requires you stand there anyway, so I just kind of make my way over there and just wait. Before the fight begins, there's about 45 seconds of RP. A bunch of instruments will spawn. I'm already standing on the guitar, so I would pick that up. And basically what happens in this fight is, as you're going to see, there's going to be musical notes that spawn on the ground. You're going to face your character towards them and then use the extra action button to glide through them. You'll do this 4 times, and then ads will spawn. You'll do it 4 more times, and then the hard mode mobs will spawn, which again, at level 80 plus, this doesn't matter. They don't do that much damage, so just kill them one at a time. Then you'll do it 4 more times, and then the final boss will spawn. If you're a melee, you're going to see, I mean, it doesn't matter who you are, but the unruly patrons by the stage, if you walk off the stage, they'll just shoot you back onto the stage. So if you're melee when the boss spawns, don't bother running to him. He will run to you. If you're ranged, you can, of course, just kill him whenever he spawns. There are other instruments you can do. I've always just done the guitar. I don't know if it's the easiest. It just seems the easiest. So that's just how I always done it, how I've learned, and hopefully it's easy enough for you to follow as well. Once you kill that boss, you're going to make your way back out the way that you came, passing by the NPC that gave us the neck, which again, you do not need to talk to anymore. This is just a regular run with just some additional mechanics that no longer matter to us. We're going to make our way past the mailroom just a little bit and look for the signature authorization device and transport facility. Once we get out of this room, you'll see it on the map. It's like this yellow circle, which I'm going to highlight. So there it is on the left middle-ish side. We're going to head over there, and that's going to teleport us to the next section of this dungeon, where There's a lot more RP once again. If it weren't for all this talking, this would be a much quicker dungeon, but unfortunately, we have to suffer a little bit. On this platform, there is Zo'mazz, who is going to take about 25 seconds to spawn. One of the things that he does in this fight is called Divide, where he will divide the room into sections, and he will be standing near a shape, for example, a square. If you need to teleport to him, just run into a square on your side, and you'll just be teleported to him. You don't see that in this video, but if you happen to be a little bit slower on DPS, that might be one of the mechanics that you have to face. So just keep that in mind. Always go to the same shape that he is standing beside. After you kill him, Hylbrande comes back, talks for about 10 seconds, and will spawn a portal for you, which will take you to Stormheim. All the trash here is skippable, and you want to make your way to the other side of the map and go down into the tunnel cave place and go to the next boss. I talked about this in my regular mount guide video, which, by the way, there is a chance for that to drop off the last boss, even if you're doing it on hard mode. So if you don't have that mount, there's a chance you get 2 here, but that is a rare chance to spawn. But in that video, I talked about how extra trash always spawns when I'm doing these videos, and I was able to not pull the first pack this time like I did in that first video, but was able to pull the second pack for this video, so that's always fun. Once you get to this section, there will be about 15 seconds of RP before Hylbrande, Sword of the Keepers, will spawn. Once you kill him, there's about 25 more seconds of waiting before Hylbrande comes in, creates another portal for you to walk through. This portal will take you to Borealis Harbor, where you can once again mount and skip the little bit of trash that's here. These guys that are walking and patrolling right now, sometimes might pull them depending on where they are, but for the most part they should be skippable, but if you do pull them, very quick to kill. Once you get to the bottom of the hill and close to the water, there's about 20 seconds of RP before Timecap'n Hooktail, the pirate dragon, spawns. This is now a time walking mount, or turbulent timeways if you're still doing this while it's current. Very cool looking mount, very awesome. After you do that, there's another 15 seconds of RP before Hylbrande spawns the final portal that you have to walk through, which will take you to the Opulent Nexus, where you can mount and once again skip all the trash on your way to the last boss, Solea. For this boss, you want to save all your cooldowns because I think it's at 40% health. The boss will go into the center of the room, do some RP for a bit, and then regenerate all their health and get a 99% damage reduction buff on them. If you're a monk, wait for that buff to happen. When the boss has that buff, use your Touch of Death, you'll one-shot the boss, and the fight's over, you get your achievement and your mount. For everyone else, as you're going to see in this video, it's going to take a little bit of time for you to kill this. You're going to pop all your cooldowns and just nuke the boss slowly. On my 675 warrior, this takes about, I think, 3-ish minutes. On my 636 hunter, it took about 8 minutes. And of course, on my monk, it was a one-shot. So at this point, there's not really a whole lot of damage going out at level 80. It's just a slow process from here. But once the boss dies, you get your Fake It Till You Make It achievement, which comes with the Tazavesh Gearglider mount. So congrats on that. If you found this video helpful, please do give it a thumbs up because it does help my channel. And make sure to subscribe for more guides in the future. If you're already a subscriber, I love you a lot. Thank you so much for supporting me. If you're looking for something else to farm, I've got a playlist full of mount guides that can help you get whatever your heart desires, so click that on screen now. Or if you're just looking for something else to watch that's fun, check out my video talking about the best mounts from every expansion. Thanks again for watching. I love you lots. Have a fantastic day.